Because of my background, I have a great appreciation for philanthropy, empathy, and commitment. As you've heard, I am from Switzerland, and my mother's first husband suffered from a heart attack when they were 22 years old. While being in the hospital, he was diagnosed as being mentally handicapped for the rest of his life. For about 2 years, my mom took great care of him while she was working as a nurse in a hospital where she met my dad. Even though their relationship grew, they were always committed to taking care of Knut and for his well-being. So even when my siblings, my two older brothers, and I grew up in our household, Knut was always around and he was always treated like a family member. Because of that, I understand what it means to put others' needs in front of my own. My coach always says, humility is not thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. Now, my enrollment at Franklin College is clearly not typical. I have been asked over and over how I ended up in Franklin out of all places. Well, I went to a very prestigious school in Switzerland to get my degree in my education. But it was simply limited to that, my education and my degree. Because of that limitation, my main focus when selecting schools in the United States was my swimming career. I had very specific goals that I wanted to reach, and I wanted to find a team and especially a coach that shared my same philosophy and that could help me get there. That is how I met Coach Hendricks. Coach Hendricks was my first contact to Franklin College, and he made me feel very special and important from the very first day I met him. It was his confidence, his commitment, and his passion for Franklin College that ultimately made me actually come to the United States and attend Franklin College. For the last 4 years and for the rest of my life, I have been a great friend and mentor. Besides Coach Hendricks' support, I also got a lot of support from Franklin College in the form of scholarships. I've earned a number of scholarships, including the International Student Scholarship, the Hips Pre-Medical Endowed Scholarship, the Raymond and Catherine Cowan Endowed Scholarship, and the Raymond D. and Edith McCaslin Kelly Travel Fund. These scholarships supported me as well to decide to come to Franklin College, and they have allowed me amazing opportunities since I've been here. For example, this summer I traveled to Ghana to work in a local hospital, and I just remember I got off the plane in Accra, which is the capital in Ghana, and there's little kids running around me yelling Abruni, and I later found out they just meant white person. They were all excited to see me, and I was just a stranger traveling through a completely different country. I mean, the trees were different, the streets were different, the people, the houses, everything was so different. And the hospital where I worked at, it was a completely different environment too from what I've known here. So by day 3, I think the first week, I delivered my first baby, and that was pretty neat. I would have never been able to experience things like that without Franklin College and without you guys. When I arrived here in the United States my freshman year, Coach Hendricks picked me up from the airport, and the next day I had my first experience at Walmart, which was quite an experience. And as we drove off afterwards, I remember seeing American flags everywhere I looked. I mean, in front of the Chevy dealerships, in front of people's houses. And I thought it was perhaps a national holiday or something like that, but Coach told me that was normal. I was like, okay. But it was just new to me that national pride. I've never really seen that before. We don't have that in Switzerland. But when I got to this campus, I saw that same level of pride. Wherever I looked, I saw blue and gold. I saw people wearing Franklin College shirts. And at that time, like I said, it was new to me and unexpected. But today, I mean, it's my lifestyle. My closet is pretty much blue and gold. I've gone through an amazing transformation here at Franklin. And Coach probably knows me best, and he has seen it, but also my parents have seen it. The skinny jeans wearing, soccer-loving 18-year-old guy that I was as a freshman has become even more diverse, more humble, more experienced, and certainly more successful. I was an ambitious and motivated freshman with clear goals in my mind, and Franklin College has helped me achieve them in every way possible. As I already mentioned, success in swimming was the main reason why I originally came to Franklin. I had always dreamed of becoming a Swiss national champion in swimming, and so the first time when I went back to Switzerland was of course course, to see my family, but also to compete at nationals. During nationals, I swam all of my best times, and I managed to win a gold medal in the men's 200 freestyle relay. So my dream of becoming a Swiss national champion had become a reality. And without Franklin, that wouldn't have been possible, of course. And when I returned that year to campus, my team and I, we traveled to the University of Kentucky to swim in a big meet. And I'll never forget that meet because I had one of my most memorable races at that meet. It was the 200 IM. Some of you may not know what that means, but it was the 200 IM, and I remember I didn't swim too hard in the morning. I slipped in the finals as like 6th or 7th, and had a couple guys from Rose-Hulman and Transylvania in front of me. And I remember standing on the pool deck, a little nervous, and I saw my teammates still left, jumping up and down, cheering my name. And coach was in my ear in the back, and he told me, hey, focus on what I told you, kick underwater, backstroke, we're going to win the race there. And he also told me, and I'll never forget that, he told me, that's what you came here for. And even though my heart was beating out of my chest, I was never more proud to represent Franklin. I ended up winning that race with a new personal best and my first B cut, which later helped me to go to nationals. But the best stories are the ones with my teammates and the ones with the Franklin with the people that make Franklin College what it is. It's the bus trips, the relay teams, the late night laps in barns, my professors, and all of the fun memories I had on this campus. I like to think of my relationship with Franklin as a mutually beneficial relationship. On one side, Franklin has helped me become the person I am and has led me to personal success. On the other side, I can be a part of Franklin College's tradition, and it allows me to make the college better every single day. The liberal arts curriculum has expanded my mind and my personality. I have learned new and different ways of approaching topics and how it can help me be the best I can be. Every single professor, my coach, and even our presidents have done everything in their power to help me work towards my dream of becoming a doctor. A great example is Dr. Schneider, professor of biology. My sophomore year, I tried to get an internship, and unfortunately, because of my visa status, I was not able to get that internship. And Dr. Browder heard about that and called me in his office, telling me that he had an alternative internship lined up for me up in Scienceville. And so I decided to take that internship. For the month of January, I shadowed a bariatric surgeon in Scienceville. And I was really thankful for that, and it also turned out to be my favorite internship that I've ever done. As an athlete, I was always interested in nutrition, so learning about that was a great learning experience for me too. I'm also able to say that I have a voice at Franklin. I had the opportunity to serve on the task force for the strategic plan along with other students. Here are that. And I was excited to see that our voice, the student voice, was just as important as anyone else's. Our strategic is obviously very important to our future. Part of that is what we do and how we do it. That includes our curriculum and social needs and capital improvements. As a biology student, I want to thank you and others like you who have helped contribute to the new science movement. As you know, groundbreaking has been made, like Dr. Meyer said, and as students, we are unbelievably excited to see those changes. As a student, being able to have such a relationship with your college gives you a family feeling that you cannot find anywhere else. I'm thankful for everything that I have experienced on this campus, and it has made me who I am today. I can stand here now and I completely and fully understand why people would wear Franklin College shirts with pride. I remember 4 years ago, I was in Dean Hall's LA 100 class, and he told me, I don't remember, he told us that we will be grizzlies who embrace Franklin College's values for the rest of our lives. At that point, I was like, wow, for the rest of our lives, that's pretty excessive. Because I mean, at that point, I was still dreaming in German, and I was barely able to pronounce those values. But today, I have to say he was right.